are you all? I hope you all are doing well. So children, today in this class we are going to learn about cubes and cube roots. So let's start with that. Cubes. The cube of a number is the number raised to the power 3 beta. Thus, cube of 3, that means 3 raised to power 3. That is equal to 3 into 3 into 3 and is equal to 27. If we multiply 3, 3 is a 9 and 9 3 is a 27. This is cube. And cube of 7, 7 का cube हमारा क्या है? 7 raised to power 3. That means 7 multiply by 7, then multiply by 7 again. So 7, 7 और 7 को multiply करेंगे. So we just get 343. After that, perfect cube. So we know that 2 raised to power 3 is equal to 8 and 3 raised to power 3 means 27. 5 का क्यूब हमारा बन गया 125 and 7 का क्यूब 343 and 10 का क्यूब हमारा बना 1000. The numbers 8, 27, 125, 343, 1000 are called perfect cubes. A natural number is said to be a perfect cube if it is the cube of some natural number. That means a natural number n is a perfect cube if there exists a natural number m such that m into m into m is equal to n beta. Hope you understood well. So now next is test. A given natural number is a perfect cube if in its prime factorizations every prime occurs 3 times or a multiples of 3 times. That means if it is expressible as the product of triplets of the same prime factors. The cube of first 30 natural numbers are given below. You may learn them by heart. Like this is a number, so 1 का जो हमारा cube होगा 1. 2 का हमारा क्यूब बनेगा बेटा 8 because 2 into 2 into 2 that is equal to 8. After that 3. So we just multiply 3 times. So 3 into 3 into 3 is equal to 27. Same 4 का क्यूब है हमारा 64, 5 का 125, 6 का 216, 7 का 343 and so on. So beta these are the table, you just read and practice well for that one. Okay. So now solve examples. Example number 1. Examine if A means 200, B means 864 are perfect cubes. So now how to solve it? Method. Step number 1. Find the prime factorizations of given number like that way. पहले prime factorizations निकाला. After that group together triplets. अब triplets की grouping करनी है of the same prime factors. And after that step number 3. If no number is left out, the number is a perfect cube. Step number 4. If some factor is left out as single factor or a double factor, then the number is not a perfect cube. Hope you understood. Just like 200. So 200 के हमारे factors बन गए 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. So if we form triplets of equal factors, the numbers 2 forms a group of 3 while the factor 5 doesn't do so. Okay, 2 के तो हमारे 3 ये बन गए, pairing बन गई, but 5 के हमारे pairings तो नहीं बनी है. Therefore 200 is not a perfect cube. Hope you understood. Now B part. Here it is given 864. So 864 का हमारा क्या बन गया? Factors 2 into 2 into 2, 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. So here the second group of 2's doesn't form a triplet. Hence 864 is not a perfect cube. क्योंकि ये जो हमारे 2 2 है इसको 3 times होना चाहिए था. Okay, तो ये हमारा perfect square नहीं बन सकता. Now example 2. Show that 729 is a perfect cube. So, solution. Resolving 729 into prime factor we get. सबसे पहले हमने ये prime factor बनाया like that way. Now, इसके pairing क्या बन गए हमारे 3 3 3 and 3 3 3 like that way. Okay. So, here we find that the prime factor of 3 of the given numbers can be grouped into triplets. So, नंबर फैक्टर इज लेफ्ट आउट, ओके, क्योंकि कोई हमारा फैक्टर बचा ही नहीं है इसमें. Thus we can say that 729 is a perfect cube beta. Similarly, 729 is a cube of 3 into 3, that is 729, that means 9 square root of 3. Now example 3. Show that 1323 is not a perfect cube. So how to show that? सबसे पहले हमने क्या करा, फैक्टर निकाल लिया like that way, okay. और उसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे, resolving 1323 into prime factor, we get 3 into 3 into 3 into 7 7 like this. Making triplets, we find that one triplet is formed and we are left with 2 more factors. So thus we can say that 1323 can't be expressed as a product of triplets, so it's not a perfect cube beta. Hope you understood well. So now after that, example 4. So here it is given, what is the smallest number by which 1323 may be multiplied so that the product is a perfect cube. So for that things, resolving 1323 into prime factor like this way. और उसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे, since 1 more 7 is required to make a triplet of 7, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हमारे 2 ही 7 है, अब हमें एक और 7 की ज़रूरत बनी है ट्रिपलेट बनाने के लिए. The smallest number by which 1323 should be multiplied to make it a perfect cube is 7 beta. Hope you understood. Now see the example number 5 also. What is the smallest number by which 1375 should be divided so that the quotient may be a perfect cube? So for that things we just resolving 1375 into a prime factor like that way, then we get, हमें क्या मिलेगा, 5 into 5 into 5 into 11. So ये तो हमारा ट्रिपलेट बन गया, but 11 left है हमारा. The factor 5 makes a triplet and 11 is left out. So clearly 1375 should be divided by 11 to make it a perfect cube. Hope you understood well beta. So now move on next one, which is properties of cubes of numbers. So let's see the properties. 1. Cubes of all odd natural numbers are odd. So 3 का जो क्यूब है हमारा वो क्या बना, 27, ये ऑड नंबर है. 5 का जो क्यूब है इसका है हमारा 125, इट्स ऑल्सो ऑड नंबर. 7 की क्यूब 343, 9 की क्यूब हमारे 729. So all these are odd numbers. So this is a property of cubes of numbers. Second property, just see that cubes of all even natural numbers are even, just like हमारा ये क्या है, 2 even number है. So 2 का जो क्यूब होगा वो हमारा even number ही होगा. 4 का क्यूब, this is also even number, this is also even number. So I hope you understood. After that move on next property. The cubes of a negative integers is always negative, just like -1 की हमारा क्यूब है, इसका जो आंसर आएगा, इफ़ वी जस्ट मल्टीप्लाई 3 times of -1 we get it -1 in a negative. Similarly -2 की क्यूब को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 3 times, तो आंसर हमें नेगेटिव में ही मिलेगा. सो इट्स अ -8 and it's a -27. Hope you understood this property also. Now 4.1. For any rational numbers a by b, we have a by b की cube is equal to a3 divided by b3. So 2 by 3 की cubes is equal to 8 by 27 and -4 by 3 की cube हमारा बन जाएगा -64 by 125. Hope you understood well. So now beta move on next, cube root. So let's see. The cube root of a number is that number which when multiplied by itself 3 times gives a. That means if a into a it becomes a raised to power 3. So a की cube, then cube root a की power 3 is equal to a beta. Note, cube root is denoted by symbol like that. ओके ये रूट है हमारा और ये हमारा क्या है, क्यूब है. क्यूब रूट ऑफ अ नेगेटिव नंबर इज नेगेटिव, लाइक दैट वे. cube root of product of two integers is like this way. Okay, cube root AB, that means cube root A and cube root B. Cube root of a rational number, that means cube root A by B is equal to cube root A by cube root B. So B is not equal to 0. Hope you understood the all point. Now finding the cube root. अब cube root को find कैसे करते हैं? Let's see. Prime factorizations method. Step number 1. Resolve the given numbers into prime factors. After that, form group of threes of like factors. Now after that, take out one factors from each group and multiply it. So now example number 1. Find the cube root of minus 0.729 and B का हम निकालेंगे 64 and C का है हमारा 412 by 125. So let's start with first one, that is minus 0.729. So we just write it in a fractions form. हमने decimal हटा के 1000 बना लिया and just prime factorizations of 729 we get 3 into 3 into 3 and 3 into 3 into 3 like that way. Okay, and 1000 के हमारे factor बन गए 10 into 10 into 10. So that means it's a cube root of minus 729 by 1000 is like that way. And after simplifying, answer is minus 0.9. Hope you understood well. Now B part. Resolving into prime factor, हम सबसे पहले prime factors निकालेंगे तो 64 के prime factor हमारे क्या pairs निकल गए. 2 2 2 का ये 2 एक pair बन गया, इसका एक pair बन गया. So we can say that 4 is the answer of that one. After that, C part 412 by 25. पहले हमने इसको improper में करना है. After that, just do prime factorizations of 512 and हमारे pairing बन गए this is. So we can say that after making the pairing 8 by 5 is the answer. Now example number 2. Find the value of cube root 968 into cube root 1375. So for that things we just take prime factorizations like that way and like that way. Now do the pairing. So pairing हमारी क्या बन गई 2 into 11 into 5. Now just multiply all these number. So answer is beta 110. Hope you understood. Now exercise 4. Evaluate the following. Here it is given 8 cube root 3. So how to solve it? 8 का जो हमारा ये हो गया cube root 3, that means we are just multiply 8 into 8 into 8 and ये हमारा क्या बना 8 8 जा 64 multiply by 8 and that is equal to 512. I hope you understood well beta. So these are the other questions, you have to complete it your own. Okay. So with this we ended the chapter. I hope you understood well. So you need to do practice and do rest of these exercises by your own.